Today I'm going to show you how to make a double pocket gift card holder that was designed by my friend Zenny Lucy. Now this project is part 2 of a series of projects that I created with the Stampin' Up! Forever Greenery suite. So let's get started and let me show you how to make this project. So first of all, let me show you the stamp set I'll be using in this project. This is the Forever Fern stamp set, and we will be using this word here, "To a Friend That Makes Me Smile," as well as this leaf stamp. Okay, so let me show you how we're gonna do the scoring. So we're gonna start with a piece of 4 by 12 inch designer series paper. This is that Forever Greenery DSP. So the scoring for this, we're gonna start at 1.5 inches. So I'm gonna line this up and I'm gonna go 1.5 inch, okay? Then I'm gonna move my stylus over to 4.25 inches, all right? And I'm gonna score this at 4.25 inches. Then I'm gonna go 5.25, 6.25, 7.25, 8.25, 9.25, and 10.25. So I know that was a little tight in the shot, but hopefully you got all of those measurements, okay? Pretty simple. All right, so let me move this out of the way, and then let me show you how we're gonna put this together. Now, we're gonna start by taking, there's one end here. Let me fold this down. So that's gonna go like that. And then this end here is gonna go like that. So that, hopefully you can see that a little bit better in the camera shot. So you've got those two ends folded. So we're gonna start with this end here, the smaller end, okay? And then we're gonna fold this down, all right? And then we're going to fold it back. And then we're going to just fold this forward and back, forward and back, and forward again. So this is the template, but now we need to do some gluing strategically so that we can make the double pocket. All right, so let's open this up and you'll see what we have on the inside here. Okay, so because this is going to be the inside, this is gonna be where our gift cards are gonna go, we're gonna need to do our gluing on the opposite side. So let me flip this upside down like that. Now, we don't wanna do, right now we have these 3 wells, right? We don't want to do anything with the center one, so we're going to just leave that plain. But for this one here, the first one and the last one, that's where we're going to add our adhesive. Okay, so for the first one here, I'm going to take my liquid glue, and I call this like putting the glue like in the shape of a hurdle. So we're going to start and not put it all the way to the crease line. We're going to start about like a little tiny bit above that and go straight up and then straight across, as close to the top as you can, and then about a little more than halfway down. Okay, so it's like a hurdle, up, across, and down. And then we're gonna fold this, and we're gonna crease it, and just hold it for a minute so that it can glue together, okay? All right, now we're gonna do the same thing on this one here. We're gonna go up, across, and down. Okay, so again, it's about a little more than halfway, up the side, all the way across, and then down. Okay, and then I'm going to put that together, hold it down for a minute. Okay, so now why don't we just let that dry for a minute, and we'll set that to the side. Okay, you can already see where the double pockets are forming. All right, so then for the label that's going to go on the belly band, we are going to do some stamping. So this here is one of the Tasteful label dies. Let me show you the dies that I use on this. So I use, this is a Tasteful label die, and then these dies I use to create these pieces here. This is with garden green cardstock, and then this one here is with the gold foil. What's great about this die set is you get multiple pieces where you can do multiple at the same time. So if you're doing a lot of projects, that makes it really easy to do. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this to the side, and let's do our stamping. So we have our die, and our label, and I'm gonna stamp it with this stamp here that says, "To a Friend That Makes Me Smile." I'm gonna put that over onto the side like so. Okay, for the next stamp, I'm just gonna put a piece of paper under here, and we're going to be stamping with the Old Olive ink, and I'm just going to stamp off and then just do a light olive leaf pattern on the back like so. And then we're gonna go ahead and add some of these die cut leaves. All right, so first of all, for this one here, Again, I'm just gonna take the top of this off so we can save these for another project. And then to put these on, you can use glue. I'm gonna go ahead and use glue dots for this. So I'm just gonna put a couple of glue dots on the back of this. These are so strong, so you don't need to have a lot. Okay, and then I'm going to put this right over here. So I just wanna make sure that it doesn't cover up the words, but it's just right next to it like that. All right, and then I'm gonna take this little gold one, and I'm gonna put this kind of up here near the top, so it's kind of hanging off the edge like so. So then for the last one, I took my scrap of Whisper White cardstock and I stamped this image. Isn't that pretty? And then I die cut that with the matching dies. And so then I have this image here. And so for that, I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple of dimensionals to the back. And then I'm going to just press this on the front and just cluster it. Oops, you wanna make sure you can see the words. So let me move it over so you can read the words. Okay, so now we have To a Friend That Makes Me Smile, and then you can see all that pretty cluster of the leaves. Okay, so now let's go back to our pocket gift card holder now that this has had time to dry. So if I had a paper cutter handy, I would use a paper cutter, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do this with paper snips. And so you're gonna just turn this now this is the one that we've glued, and I'm gonna just take the tiniest little snip all the way across the top of this cardstock. Okay, I'm just going to barely cut it, just like that. You can see how tiny that is. Okay, so you just wanna make sure you're cutting it open. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this one as well. So again, this is the two that we glued. So I'm gonna cut this all the way across. Okay, let me get rid of my scraps here. I threw them in the trash, not on the floor, but okay. All right, so now you can see that these open, but they're glued on the sides and across the bottom. So this will be where our gift cards is gonna go. So I have a couple of gift cards here, so I'm just gonna pop this one in here, and then I'm gonna grab another one here. Now, if you didn't wanna put two gift cards in it, you could always put a gift card, and then you could put like a little note that you wanna write to go along with the gift card. So it's just totally up to you. So, but who doesn't like getting two gift cards? So you can put your two gift cards in there like so, and then you can see that because we didn't put any adhesive here, this one's gonna fold in and bring it in up like that and flip it over. I think I put those gift cards in there backwards, but I'm just gonna pretend like you didn't notice it. So when you open it up, let me turn them around. Okay, so we're gonna stick our gift cards in. You can see how easy it is. That's why I did that, because I wanted you to see how easy it was to fill it with gift cards. And then we're gonna fold this up and flip this down. And so now we're ready to do a belly band, okay? So then I'm gonna take a 1.5 by 6 inch piece of Pretty Peacock cardstock. And I'm gonna take this and I'm going to just eyeball it and kind of flip that down, and then I'm going to flip it up to make a belly band, okay? So it is you want it to be a tight fit to hold together like that. Okay, so then we're gonna add some adhesive. Now, because it's a tight fit, I'm gonna open this up and grab a scrap piece of paper, and then we're gonna be using our brand new Stamp and Seal adhesive. So I'm gonna just put this across the top, and I'm gonna let it go onto my scrap paper here because we only want a little bit on there because it's a really tight fit. Okay, so then I'm gonna fold this up, and I'm gonna fold that down, okay? All right. And you wanna make sure you don't have any adhesive back there because you don't wanna glue it down. But now it has a nice tight fit on there like that. So now we're ready to add our tag. So to add our tag, I'm gonna just flip this over, and I'm gonna add a couple of dimensionals, and I'm gonna place them this way. And then I always like to put a dimensional kind of just to hold in the center there to hold that belly band together, just to give it some extra reinforcement. All right, so then let me take the dimensionals off, and then we'll put this on here like that, right in the middle. And then the last thing that we're gonna do is just add some rhinestones. Okay, and for the rhinestone, can you guess where I'm gonna put it? All right, we're gonna take and dot it right there, as the dot to the I on the word friend. Well, our project is done. I hope that you enjoyed learning how to make this project today, and a special thanks to demonstrator Zenny Lucy, who is the one who taught me how to make this project. I really hope that I was able to explain it easy enough so that all of you watching today will be able to reproduce it. Thanks so much for joining me today. I look forward to stamping with you again real soon. Until then, aloha.